When we met at Rowa Tingala, like your village stuff, but no, he's on another level, he's international.
People just love his work, I love his work.
And that's why it's easy to take Blessing and throw him anywhere in the world, in Europe, in America.
Vito ra mina I Blessing Ngobeni, hi tswariwa a Tzaneen, a Limpopo. Mana mina she separated with my father. Loko ni ri na 5 years, she took me to Bushbuckridge, where my uncle stays. So I would spend days like looking after his cow, not going to school. He abused me in that sense of saying we would be like milking like cows, ne? And then maybe the cow happened to kick the bucket that holds the milk. He wouldn't beat the cow, he would beat me. So from there, I realized that, you know what, I'm nobody, I don't have nobody, so I'm on my own, so I should move as myself and face the world, you know. I stayed like in a bush for almost 4 or 5 years. I was living like an animal, so I developed that sense of fearing a human being. Nite Juveki, nirna 10 years. And some Malboro Aska Bridge. Niri street kid, so ni tina ni join a scheme le shop common kunzi so robaba no 99 so ni tina ko mwani ya jail. In prison, you get bored and you find yourself like in a space where you cannot do anything. The space is too small. So as a man, a young man, you should have something to do in order to not focus in the bad things, you know. How I started, actually, it was very, you know, like passing time, you know, like thinking that, okay, let me just push my time by drawing objects around me and also drawing other inmates' portraits. It went deeper whereby I started to be asked by other inmates to draw, like to design like postcards for their families outside. Nisubona ku ri kahle kahle okay athi lewani ya mina itaniteka itanisa kun'wana siku rin'wana hikuva loko ri ku ka ndhawu leyitsongo phela jele kutsongo mani a wu nge koti ku ya kwini na kwini mara ni kota ku endla something ku endla mani ti xavele all star a chakutela ni ri jele ma vona. That was my first like to understand that imagine in a small space I can buy myself an all-star, and then what about if I'm outside? Then I can go wild, I can go crazy and become mad, you know. I moved from juvenile center to adult center because in adult center in Medium C there was a project called Tsuha Art Worker Project where they were running art projects, you know. Ni gain respect abona inside ajele kuba vanhu vo tala va kulo vanhu vona va kuma ku ni hlange mara ni ngelela ti competition na ri xikarhi ni wina ti certificate kuma ku loko I compete na ti jele tin'wana for instance ya ni kuma vo ma medal gold ti award 99 na ri xikarhi ka rolo. In 2006 it 11th April ni hume handle. The same week 5 days ni ri handle ni hlangana na Sun.
Nhlangane Blessing, I host an exhibition under Taxi Art organization, Carlton Center, and then he told his story. I mean, I'm an ex-convict, and then I go, guys, can I do something? And then I party portrait, and then that's when Sungde and Blessing like together.
It was a 5-day week exhibition. I managed to make like something like 3,000 rand.
What I saw, Blessing's work is the detail. You could see this person unaboko unanyiko. the way a khoma ku pensele kona, the way a khoma brush kona, ongibona umuntu wani kona una passion and then he has time. Detailing ya yena, it's clear.
Through that project, I had to meet fellow artists, meeting other masters, and yeah, getting opportunity to be hooked up with, with art industry, official. And then from there, I also applied for a scholarship at Artist Proof Studio. It's an art school in Newtown.
So ahasila selling paintings, Blessing aya Johnza futhi. That's when nakona akuma inspiration from other artists kurentero wena ukula uya mahlweni.
It was very hard for me to survive by attending school only. It was a hustle life. In 2011, swindleke ku ni tirhisana na gallery yin'wana va ri the Unit Art Gallery a ri kusuhi na laha ni nga dyondza kona Artist Proof Studio. Up until loko ku ni twa ku ri ku na award yin'wana like sponsored by Nadine Gardner va ri Reinhold Casero Award. The award gives you a studio to work from, money for material, money for food, a place to sleep in, and then also assist you with other stuff like to administrate your work and market you. And then also at the end of the residence, they give you a show. So what I did, I wrote a motivational letter to say why I think I should win the award. And then I submitted images of my work. It was a collage messed up, political, talking about like current life, things that are happening now. And then luckily Kumakuba announced I was the recipient of it. That's where everything started to change, because Karluabanga announced I won the award. Then the media, after seeing my work, started to pour in, asking me for interviews. They told me that, okay, you're gonna move in your studio after 2 months. I was like, are you serious, guys? And then I went online and checked. Yes, I was the winner.
Through that award, Blessing was able to get the real support that he needed in order to present his works.
But before hela nkarwamina Bake Factory, nikume a email na phone call from a gallery momo by the owner of the gallery, who ran the Shipano Shamina, and he's willing to work with me.
And next thing you knew, Blessing had a very swift rise and journey, and has had since then 2 solo exhibitions here at Gallery Momo.
Support ni kwale ngayikuma nkarolo inendle ku ri ni tibyela ku ri watwa yini now I can be myself, I can be independent, and made me believe that there is more out there, and there is more inside me that I should dig it out and present it to the world, Basically, I anenda something they call it irrealism. Realism, it's a old movement that existed even back then, where you create like your artwork as it is.
Blessing, when I came into your studio, I noticed that there's a lot of collages. Can you tell me about your medium, your technique, your process when you're making your art?
I work a lot with art magazines, which to me, I don't just use like newspaper or any material that does not interest my heart or does not strike my heart. So I cut out pieces of whatever that interests me and construct a figure with it and put it in a canvas, and which is a fusion of acrylic gel and like a normal acrylic. Yeah, and I fuse a bit of brush and a bit of palette knife when I'm constructing or when I'm creating a masterpiece. I enjoy the freedom of throwing the paint in my canvas so that it can also have these tears that are dropping, which is the tears of us and the tears of those that they fought for us to earn this freedom. Yeah,
his work is so relevant. He speaks about the politics of the day. He speaks about, he likes to call them the people on the ground. How are everyday South Africans experiencing their environment?
Whether is it a lion or is it a story, like in a picture, it's not something you go, yeah, man, all right, sharp. Like you there, you're following through. This boy is going somewhere.
The artworks that Blessing, I think nearly confusion in the mind of a child, 1 and 2. Go Ikauru exhibition, go Santen Art Gallery. And he fascinated me because his approach to form and his visual language nearly different from the artworks that we see every day in the gallery.
This is one of my costume that I perform with, which I'm inside. Yeah, so this is my head, because in the character, I lose my own head and I become an abnormal person. So meaning I'll be a huge person with a cow skull. This one make me happy because this is how I feel. This is how I think.
He never went to school like most of us, but it's out of this world.
Show my chance, let me take you through where I display my work. This is the guy that also assists me when I'm doing shows, where he hangs the works and take the works to framers.
This is we always happy, we laugh, everything is fine.
We basically help manage and facilitate Blessing's career. We deal with all of his press and marketing needs. We help him get materials for his artwork. We facilitate any of the shows that he's participating in. We are also the gallery that hosts his solo exhibitions. Basically, if he's exhibiting in South Africa, then he will be exhibiting with us. And if there's anything else all over the world, then we help facilitate that whole process.
Being in a gallery is an advantage, should I say, because most of artists, they don't have a place where they can showcase their work freely. For instance, as you see, this is Comrade Watch Your Step. I exhibited this work on my first show in 2012. Basically, I looked at how people, they just walk in the city without noticing what is around themselves. So I titled Comrade Watch Your Step because I want people to wake up, because what is surrounding them, to me, I feel danger, So my works are connected, by the way. As you see, they're like, hey, Mr. Golfer, my stomach is empty,
Choosing a favorite piece of Blessing's is extremely difficult.
Detailia Blessing was like, you could see this person unaboko, unanyiko.
He had one very large piece in the last solo exhibition he had here. The series is called In His State of Madness, and the piece was called Democratic Slave Master. And I just love the way in which the characters that he had painted interacted with each other. I loved the message. I thought the size of it was so impressive. It really made an impact.
Which also got me an opportunity to meet people like Samuel L. Jackson. He read my work that side, and he put my name down to say, once I visit South Africa, I wanna go and meet this guy and buy his artwork, which he did. He arrived in my studio. It was unbelievable. To me, it opens a lot of opportunities. I'm currently preparing to do a workshop with students, like kids. It's my passion. I really feel happy, and to be part of that workshop, for me, I believe that it's gonna allow me to also learn how to interact with the little ones, you know.
When Blessing told me ku ri yena u lava ku lexara vana va mina hi xikili xa yena a share na vona, to me I was like happy. I felt good. I was like, wow, nice.
I think it's great that Blessing wants to have some kind of impact on giving back to the community and being a mentor.
I believe that they won't give me problems. Today we are here at the Bake Factory where my studio is located. We're having a workshop with my kids here. So let me take you through. I believe that if maybe some of the kids that are from this abusive, you know, they might be able to take it out through in a form of drawing or form of painting. So it's a workshop. We're gonna be doing a collage together. I will show them how to gather ideas from nothing, you know. So the way my work is very simple, it's very easy. This is what I always do, because if I forget to put this on, then I will mess up my clothes. So you must keep yourself clean as well. This is acrylic gel. It smells nice as well, you know. So we're gonna create maybe something simple so that you can understand why I say it's very good to have an idea behind something that you wanna create. Maybe this is my face of a smiling or angry person. It's very simple, and you know, you're gonna like it, I believe, you know. I wanna go return injani no. One lay so ndayikhata vye niendla yini xikosi hala side mara hikuva ni lave ti-colors letiwani xikarhi ka nghohe ya mina, so wa vona ku ri automatically u gaya yini i misisi kahle ka mina wa vona. So loko heta so u endla yini ke u faka matini ku ri olova. Loko heta i teka brush ra wena u faka ra wrinkler. Why paste that so that you can paste your character into it. And then this is how I always do it. For instance, you see. So mila kwenda art vela ni. Yeah, you can do anything. Ungaenda xin'wana xilavako. Wa without getting involved ka swilo swo mandleleni. Ile ku again move away. So anerla yendla ina conceptualize.
I feel good about the whole thing, ya Blessing. I mean, ntsena ni nga tsaka, even na vana va tsakile na vona.